It's a big day for the Ashes today, and I'm a little bit conflicted about who I go for. Australia, England, I don't know. Drop me a comment, let me know. I'm Liz Jones, Managing Director of People2People UK, and I'm delighted to host our P2P UK Live today at our new and improved time slot of 12:30. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter, so make sure you follow us. And on today's show, we've got a big session to get through, so we're going to go through the start of the week, and this week I want to have a look at inflation, which is a really hot topic right now. We're going to take a look at some of the hot jobs in the UK and then over to New Zealand and Australia as well. And then I'm joined by our Group Managing Director, Mark Smith, who's actually here visiting us this week in London, and we're very excited about it. And Mark is going to talk to us about what to expect when making the jump over to the UK from Australia or New Zealand. And then we'll take a look at the Twitter poll results and what's up for next week's poll. But first, let's have a look at inflation. CPIH is up 7.9% in the last 12 months leading up to May. This is down from its 30-year peak in October last year, which was 9.6%. So rising prices for air travel, recreation and cultural goods, as well as second-hand cars had the largest upward contributions. Cost of living, it's obviously a really hot topic right now, and I know we're definitely feeling the pinch here in the UK. I'd love to hear what everyone's experience is with salary increases. You know, has your salary increased reflective of the inflation rate, or is it a bit below? Let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear about that. But that's all for inflation. So now we'll move on to the hot jobs of the week. Okay, over to Southeast London. We are looking for an admin assistant. This is paying a £13 to £17 per hour. And we're looking for somebody who can assist and schedule work appointments for the business, execute administrative workflows, processes, procedures. This particular individual would be self-motivated with a positive and proactive attitude and an ability to work in a really fast-paced, dynamic environment. This role's being looked after by Hannah Scanlon. And you can contact her on hannah.scanlon@people2people.co.uk, and you can see her number there on the screen too. The next role we have is in Southeast London, and this is for an estimator and sales advisor, and it's actually being looked after by the man behind the scenes today, Sam Tilby. So this role is paying $25,000 to $30,000. And we're looking for somebody who can come on board and provide accurate cost estimates for projects that are based on client requirements and specifications, preparing digital proposals, quotations. It's really important for this role that you've got a background in estimating and sales, and particularly if you have experience in the industry of steel windows, doors, installation, that's where you'd best fit. So if you'd like to get in contact with Sam, you can reach him on sam.tilby@people2people.co.uk. Now, if you just want to move over, I think we've got a job in our Australian team. Okay, over to Melbourne CBD. We're looking for a legal assistant. This looks like it's paying $37 to $42 per hour, and you will be responsible for preparing correspondence and liaising with clients and stakeholders, assisting with events, business development activities. This is a 6-month assignment, and we really want somebody who's got experience as a secretary, a PA, preferably in a law firm. However, professional services background would also be considered. So this role's being looked after by one of our consultants, Mary Savova, in the Melbourne team, and you can catch her on her email, mary.savova@people2people.com.au, and you can also see her number there on the screen. And I believe we also have a short video from our New Zealand colleagues to chat about one of their hot jobs. So Sam, if you can just play that video for us, please.
We're currently working with a government organisation on the lookout for a senior human resources business partner to join their team for the next 4 months. So what they're looking for, they are currently going through a huge transformation and a change process. So they are looking for someone that has come from a government organisation previously, just so you have an understanding of that complex matrix that the government has going on. And if you have been part of a change management process, just so you can understand the implications it has on the employees who are going through that at the time. So you're not going to be doing as much around that change management, but it's just more that you can support the managers, coach the managers on how to support their employees, and also providing that pastoral care to all employees. There are some ER issues that are coming up, so some of them are quite complex, some of them not so much, but it's just putting together the investigations and writing the reports for them. And then the final part is the collective agreement. So they are unionised, they're dealing with the unions at the moment. So if you've had that experience working with unions on collective agreements, then it'll be really helpful as well.
Perfect. So if you are interested in the role and you're able to start as soon as possible, please get in touch with Kirsty or myself on the information below.
Excellent. Now I'm joined by Mark Smith, our Group Managing Director. Welcome to London, Mark.
It is an amazing city. It's fantastic. And she's such a temptress. She's giving me all this really good weather while I'm here. And just a quick update, England all out 325. So what a marvellous time it is in London right now. And all
you timed that really well.
So before we jump into this move to the UK, I just want to say that there's some pretty amazing jobs that across in the UK and in Australia. I'll point out that video from Frog, our business in New Zealand. Did you notice the rain, Liz, in the background?
I did not actually, but I'm used to it here. So
that's right. But if you want to apply for any of those jobs, then all of the jobs are in the comments there. You can just hit apply now there. And I can see that we've got people who are watching from all around the world. There seems to be a little bit of a competition. We've got Uganda, the Philippines, we've got Chile, Brazil, London. So thank you for watching from across the planet. But let's talk quickly about making the move to London. I'll have my say, but Liz, you're probably better at talking about this because you've done it yourself more recently. But if I was to give a tip about making the move into the UK, and if you're in Australia now or from anywhere really, the most important thing I think is that you've got to have like the contact details on your CV correct and up to date. Now it sounds like one of the most mundane things, but if you're entering into the market, CV formats are essentially the same between Australia, New Zealand, the main markets that we're in, and the UK. So that's not an issue, but it's the contact details. And if you don't have an Australian or a UK mobile phone, then then somebody's just walking past. That's why I'm a little bit distracted. If you don't have a UK mobile phone, then make sure you put your WhatsApp on there so that people can get in touch as well. So. Yes, that's probably my main tip is CV and being able to get in touch with you and having those contact details, because that's the most important thing for recruiters or hiring managers in corporate or talent acquisition, so they can actually get in touch with you. What do you reckon though, Liz? What's your main point?
Yeah, probably. So I moved over in October last year, and I did it with 4 animals, 2 dogs and 2 cats. So it was pretty hectic at that time, but probably more from a personal angle. And, it's a daunting experience moving to a whole new country and having to prepare yourself. But preparation is key. I'm a big fan of to-do lists. Get everything written down and put it all on paper, and then make sure that you're ticking everything off, because the more you are prepared, the easier it will be to settle when you get here. And just think of little things like your bank accounts, your phone, investigate into the council tax, for example. Like, just do your research before you get here. Talk to some locals, reach out to people to people, and just prepare.
I would reinforce that too. Like companies like People to People. Oh, hang on, there's a comment. Jake, I was going to call him Jake, it's Sam behind the scenes. It's a comment from somebody who's clearly watching from Australia, from Manda. Do you want to pop that one up? Yeah, what a coincidence. Great timing. Go the Aussies. Absolutely. I needed that to come up for sure.
Right, looks like I'm going for Australia.
Yeah, fabulous. Companies like People2People, they're there to assist you. It's a free service, so I would definitely get in touch if you're making the move. And given the way things go these days, and hopefully Sam will put up a contact in the comments there that you can just reach out to us and say, hey, I'm arriving in the UK. This is the date that I'm arriving. And we can get working with you to try and secure the job before you actually land in London. And hope you've had some interviews or otherwise for the.
Yeah, absolutely. And just do it. You'll love it. The UK is amazing and there's lots of opportunity here. So thank you very much for that, Mark. It's great that you're here and I'm looking forward to having a beer with you later at the pub before you head off.
Okay. A very large thank you.
Thank you. So now let's move on to our social media post. So last week we had, as a job seeker in 2023, are you actively looking? Not looking but open, looking, hesitant to move, or not actively looking at all. And that was the highest at 35.3%, which I find really interesting. It means that almost 2/3 of us are actively looking or keen to hear about an opportunity or open to an opportunity. So it's a really interesting figure. If you'd like to get involved in the next post, so the next one is, have you considered looking for a job through a working holiday visa in 2023? So yes, I have. No, I haven't. I'm really interested to see what the numbers will be on this, and please vote and I will let you know what the results are next week. So thank you for joining us in this week's P2P UK Live. I look forward to seeing you next week, 12:30. See you later.